What's up, everybody? Happy Monday morning. Hope everybody had a nice weekend. Some people were all seeing family and doing the Easter thing. Rob H, good morning. What's up, Wiz? Give it a minute, let everybody get on. Eric Wisniewski, what's up, Wiz? Back-to-back Wiz. The Wizard and the Wiz. Where are you fishing today, Eric? TG, good morning. Just getting out, okay. Just finishing up here for the morning. Happy Monday morning. It's a beautiful spring day, man. A little bit of an east-northeast wind this morning. When I first came out, it was completely flat calm. Mark Webb is down in North Carolina. What are you doing down there, Mark? Going to the Outer Banks? Yeah, light, beautiful morning, beautiful morning. I left my house about 6:20 or so. I got out here. I'm continuing my early spring shallow water search pattern. I've had, I don't know. Sorry, this sun is right. Trying to get this out of everybody's face. Sorry. Beautiful morning. It was flat like glass when I first got out here. Thought that was one for a second on the old swim bait. Had a couple smallmouth. Had a giant walleye come up and chase my swim bait right to the boat, and he was in about 3 foot of water way out on a mid-lake hump right up on top of it. This is the Mega Bass Hazadong shad. That's what he followed. I had a couple bass this morning on that little green salmo. I had a couple fish, a couple smallmouth on that this morning. That's the salmo, little 8th ounce head. One of those bass damn near ripped the rod out of my hand. I was not prepared whatsoever for the ferocity of the hit that he gave me. But that was awesome, though. I mean, just Paul. Oh yeah, thanks. Paul says. Cool video at the hatchery. Thank you. That's the Salmon River hatchery video. We did that a couple weeks ago. I waited on releasing it because I wasn't quite sure what I was gonna do with it, but before it was no longer timely, I had to release it. So I'll share that today. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. And I'm either today or tomorrow going to be in Constantia at the Walleye hatchery. Doing the same thing and tagging fish for the Derby. So we shall see. But so let me finish the fishing report first. Let's do one thing at a time before I get off on a sidetrack. Water temps this morning, now it's 41 right now. I saw as high as 42.2 on the South Shore, way up in shallow. I was in 7 foot of water. We have a really beautiful weather week coming this week, so I'm assuming this water temp's going to get up into the mid 40s on the surface, and I would think that that'll really start getting, especially these bass, moving shallow. The hatchery in Constantia, supposedly, I saw a pile of fish in the creek. Courtney and I were there on Saturday afternoon. There was an absolute pile of fish in the creek, and from what I'm being told, they're almost done collecting eggs at the hatchery in Constantia. So everything's happening, you know. Like I said, caught a few fish this morning. When I first got out here, it was just a big pond. There was not a breath of air. Now we got a little bit of east wind blowing. I got a perfect drift, really. And I'm just fishing shallow water and casting and cranking and covering water. You know, I have yet to find a concentration of fish anywhere. I haven't fished deeper than 15 foot of water yet this season. So everything I'm doing, I'm looking shallow for smallmouth. That's pretty much all I'm doing. I know the perch bite's been pretty good. My buddy Terry Wicks was, you know, Eric Wisniewski, a bunch of those guys have been out perch fishing, and that's been pretty good. Pretty good. I don't really have any intel as far as like where or anything like that, and you know, I don't ask people those questions, honestly. If somebody tells me where they're doing something, that's one thing. But the perch fishing is been pretty good. I've seen and talked to multiple people. Crappie fishing too. That's something I've never done on purpose, is to go crappie fishing. I would like to. Maybe here the next couple weeks I can do that on camera and do a video. I know everybody loves crappies. I've like I say, I've caught them through the ice up in Black Lake. There's one. There's one. There's one. There's one. There's one. That's the first one live on camera this year. Pickerel. Oh. Slimer. I was trying to show him to you. Put your thumb in its mouth. Put your thumb in its mouth. Well, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. That was the first live fish of the season. And in typical pickerel fashion, he wadded everything up on me. All right, there we go. That's how you get your Monday morning started. Little tuggy tug tug. Scott Duranda, good morning. Dave Muldoon. Plugging in North Trestle, beautiful day. Ah, Dave, right on. Dave, are you fishing out of a drift boat? You're plug fishing. Dropback season should be in full swing. Richard DeMarchi, E-Tricks. What's going on, Eric? Let's see. Lawrence Melnick, good morning. David Gould. Rumble Seat, where are the crappies biting? I'm not really sure. I saw Eric Wisniewski's post there last week. They got them pretty good a couple days. I don't even know what body of water they were on. Like I say, I didn't ask. I haven't seen anybody over in Big Bay yet. And as far as it's funny. I'm gonna tell you honestly. Like I say, I have very, very little experience crappie fishing. We used to get them through the ice on Black Lake. Years ago, I used to ice fish that for crappies. It's the second boat I've seen out here this morning. It's completely overcrowded. Used to catch them up to the Salmon River Reservoir by the bridge at night in the springtime, under the street lights on the 17 bridge. And that's really about the extent of my crappie fishing, or purposely crappie fishing. I've never went out on this lake on Oneida and specifically targeted crappies. I've never done it. And again, other than in Big Bay, I wouldn't even know where to start looking. I mean, I suppose I could put a plan together and figure it out, but I've never done it. What's up, Chief? I think I saw your rig on the lake. Are you west of the islands off Muskrat? I was this morning. Yes, I was. Scott to God, I figured it out. I do something, you catch fish. What are you doing? I don't necessarily know what that means, Scott. Dave Muldoon is running a side planer, the Pink Lady side planers, plugging from the bank. Right on, Dave. Good luck, man. Used to do a lot of that in the old days. And it works, especially now in the spring, because, I mean, a number 7 or a number 9 jointed Rapala on a side planer, and you get above the gravel, and you just walk it down in there slow over, especially if you see any steelhead on active beds. I mean, that's as deadly as they come, because you can control it. And you just let that jointed Rapala, you could use anything. I mean, you could put a hot shot in there, you could, wiggle ward, whatever, but those little jointed Rapalas really snake like this. And man, those fish love them. Those drop back steelhead will just crush jointed Rapalas. I have a whole box of jointeds that I don't know that I use anyplace else but Salmon River in the springtime. And I have big ones for king fishing in front of the mouth of the river in the lake in the combat zone. I run those big 13 jointeds. So, a couple exciting things from yesterday. This is the Oneida Lake Fishing Report, part of Oneida Lake Walleye Fest, powered by Dakota Lithium batteries. How freaking awesome is that? We've had some great sponsors join us here in the last week. We got more to come. I have more big news hopefully today. I hear from two other sponsors. It's just really outstanding. Really outstanding. And then I talked to you guys yesterday about this little contest I got going. I'm gonna hit 2,500 subscribers here pretty quick. And the day that I hit 2,500, I'm gonna pick a name from the list of Walleye Fest people that have already bought a ticket, and whoever that person is I draw, I'm gonna take them fishing, and we're gonna do an episode. We'll film. I don't know what we're gonna do, but we'll film, fish together for the day. That's the first time I've ever really done that. Everybody has said to me, hey, why don't you make a prize that somebody gets to go fishing with you? So that's what we're doing. So that's going to be when the our YouTube channel hits 2,500 subscribers, and we're pretty close right now. So if you want to get in on this contest giveaway to go fishing with me for a day, then you got to buy yourself a Walleye Fest ticket. If you already have a Walleye Fest ticket, then you're automatically entered in it. That's one more perk of buying your Walleye Fest tickets early. Tickets are starting to sell pretty good. You know, we're selling double digits every day. Excuse me, I'd like to get into triple digits every day, maybe even 4 digits in a day or two. I want to thank everybody who on a daily basis contributes and shares my stuff, Walleye Fest and otherwise, on the social media. That helps. It's a huge deal. It really is a huge deal. So I really truly appreciate people taking the time out of their day to support what we're doing and to be a part of it. To all of my fleet of people that I sent flyers out to that are canvassing across the state and in other states, I really appreciate you. I really, really appreciate. It's one thing when people say, oh, you know, let me know if there's anything I can do to help. It's a whole nother thing when someone actually comes through and puts some of their own time and effort into helping you. That's a big deal. It's a big deal to me because it's genuine, and effort speaks volumes. Like I say, you can say all you want. Oh, you know, let me know. I'll, you know, whatever you need, I'll give you a hand. A lot of people just say that, you know. I bet I sent out trying to get my seat adjusted here. You guys remember last year I broke my seat off, so I sit on a cooler now. Oh, let's see here. Let's sit down for a minute and see what's up. Oh, when he walks away, I catch something. I got you now. Scott says, I left to get a tool doing brake job. Well, good, Scott. I'll bring over my truck because every light is on my dashboard. My mechanic tells me that, you know, it's old and I should buy a new truck. That's an outstanding plan for a mechanic to say to his customers. Yeah, I don't think we can fix it. Just buy a new one. Okay, so that's super easy. Every freaking light on my dashboard is on. And then he says to me, he's like, well, you know, he goes, it's an old truck. I'm well aware of that. And he goes, it's probably, you know, on its last leg. I'm aware of that. Truck runs great. But I have nothing anymore. I have no cruise control, no four-wheel drive, no anti-lock, no nothing. Everything is just, and I took it to him and he reset the computer. And as soon as I started it and left the shop, all the lights were right back on. So, this is what it is, I guess. So that's a long story to say, all right, Scott, come on over to my house and you can try and fix my truck. Larry Melnick, how many tickets sold? Without looking at my phone right this second, we're over 400. We're closing in on 450. This last 5 days since we did since I was on TV with Bridge Street and since Friday when we had that article come out, we've had probably 100 tickets sold since then. Easy, you know, like I say, what's going up every day. Tomorrow night I'll be speaking at the Lake Forest Sportsman's Club over in Brewerton to their group. So if you're a member, come on over, say hello. I don't think that's an open to the public thing, but every organization will tell you that if people show up and you want to join and become a member, I'm sure they would love to have you. All of these groups, membership is important. So if anybody's around, I'm going to go on about 7. We're going to talk about Walleye Fest, and we're going to talk about jig and blade baits for walleyes come opening day. So those will be my 2 things I'm talking about, probably 20 to 30 minutes. So if anybody's interested, come on over. I'm sure the group would love to have you, especially if you want to become a member. I don't know how much membership is, but I'm positive they have a website, and you could find that out online. Jim Carker, good morning. Chief Stone, is Dakota planning to give away any of their products? I don't know yet. We came to an agreement on the phone on Saturday. Today's Monday. It's the first, and of course the holiday yesterday. So I'll get back to it this morning hard. Got a lot of stuff. It's, we're in crunch time. We still got another week or two. But there's a lot of paperwork that's got to be done today, and we got to order t-shirts and pins. A lot of cool stuff going on. Yeah, right. Jim Carker says first 100 tickets sold should get a Dakota battery. Listen, I don't know what we're going to do with that, or whether we're going to have something that'll be, a product or two to be given away. I'm not really sure. But I will find out more, and everybody out there will know as soon as this guy here knows. I think that's it. All in all, pretty great weekend. Yesterday was a lot of fun fishing with my buddy Todd. Anytime we get together, we have a good time. And yesterday was really exceptional when we landed that big mature adult king in 7 foot of water trolling for brown trout yesterday. Todd's, I can't call him his son-in-law. They're not married yet, but it's his daughter's boyfriend, Jordan. He's the one that landed that fish. I downloaded the raw video last night, so we got a lot of stuff going on. I appreciate every one of you guys and girls and kids. Addison DeGata must be at school today, because usually she's in the comments talking to her dad and saying hello. I know she's younger and she's still in high school, so she's probably back to school this week. Everybody's back to school. Spring break's over, but boy, it's going to be a gorgeous week this week. Absolutely gorgeous week. So, all right, I think I'm good for today. Matthew Weimer, what's your favorite Big O color there? It depends on where you are and what you're doing, and there's a lot of things, but I'll tell you a couple of my standards. If I'm brown trout fishing, it's funny. We caught 2 fish yesterday. I've got one here somewhere. I'd have to dig it out. The green, it's a metallic green, silver white belly, black spotted junior thunderstick. Regular diving junior thunderstick. That's one of the old school all-time greats. This is for brown trout in the spring. You're asking me my favorite Big O colors. Again, it depends on what you're doing and what time of year. But in the spring right now, trolling, I love those original junior thundersticks. That green one is great. There's a brown trout pattern. It's got a little bit of an orange belly. That's always great. And there's a Smithwick, both sizes, the small and medium. And that's in the floating row. You can get Smithwicks that are suspending. They're great, but not for trolling. At least not, in my opinion. I've always trolled and had incredible success with the Smithwick Rattling Rogue in the floating. And they make an all silver one with a black back and black bars on it and an orange belly. You're hard pressed to find me trolling for brown trout in the springtime without at least one of those tied on. That is my favorite stick bait, hands down, trolling for browns. And it is a deadly walleye trolling bait as well, FYI. Tammy Hoover, good morning. No, Matt, we were talking about Big O meaning Lake Ontario. So Lake Ontario around here is the Big O, and Oneida Lake is the Little O. I was not talking about a cotton cordell lure. No, sorry for the confusion. Trying to think of what else. I think we're good. I think I'm gonna hit it. No, not at all. Not at all, Matt. No, the only dumb question's the one you don't ask. Because I have fished those cotton cordell lures, and I would be the first to tell you if I was, but no. In that situation we were talking about was trolling on Lake Ontario. So, all right, guys and girls, children of all ages, I'm leaving. And I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks for everything. Thanks for sticking around. I'm going to be live probably tomorrow morning from the hatchery, so stay tuned. It could also happen later today. I'm not sure. I'm waiting to hear from Bill Evans, the head of the hatchery over at Constantia, to see when he wants me there. With any luck, I'll catch up with Steve Featherstone, the writer from Syracuse.com, and he said he was going to join me and do the live over there and go through the hatchery and the tagging and all that stuff. So we'll see. All right, everybody, I'm out of here. Thanks. Love you guys and girls and kids. Kids. Keep your tip up.